Okay, I thank Senator Kaine for joining me today. And we had a deeply unsatisfying briefing this morning with Secretaries Rubio and Hegseth. It asked more questions than it answered, and it was just, look, there is almost no transparency in this administration, and that reveals itself more than anything on revealing what happened on September 2nd. This morning I demanded in front of every senator, to Hegseth's face, that he let every senator see the unedited video of what happened on September 2nd. I've seen it. It turns your stomach. It is awful, and people should see it. What the hell is Hegseth hiding? His excuse about classification, it's false, because any senator would see it in the skiff. Now, I believe with the proper safeguards, all the American people should see it. And why is this so important? It's important in itself to see if we were obeying the law. We're a law-abiding country. But it's also important because what's going on in the Caribbean is unprecedented. We've never seen anything like it before, and it could lead to another endless war. Disclosure, hearings, which our Republican Senate friends have refused to call, serve a purpose. They force the administration in public to answer very serious questions about where they're going. And so far, we've had no transparency. September 2nd is a first step, but we need a lot of transparency. So when the truth is on your side, you don't hide the evidence. Now, on the topic of hiding things, this week the Epstein files, as you all know, are required by law to be released, and Senate Democrats will hold this administration accountable to make sure they obey the law. Full stop. We fully expect Pam Bondi and Donald Trump to dodge, duck, delay, partially release the files. If they release some documents and hide others, the American people will see right through it. Public pressure is extremely important here. Public pressure and the great work of those victims of Epstein basically forced many who didn't want to support this legislation, we did want to support it from the beginning, to vote for it. And so there was only one negative vote in the House and none in the Senate. And if they try to hide, duck, conceal, public pressure will force them to come clean. So the bottom line is we have a group of 17 members. We've divided ourselves up in task forces. We're working with the victims, the Epstein victims, their lawyers, other lawyers, people who have seen what was going on in the prosecution who are no longer in the administration. And we will find out everything they're trying to hide. We will let the public know. And I believe we will have the full import of these files come to light. Now, something Republicans are no longer trying to hide, that category. Republicans are no longer trying to hide their total lack of a health care plan and their desire once and for all to kill the ACA tax credits, meaning more than tripling America's health care costs for too many Americans. Today, Speaker Johnson said there'll be no vote in the House to extend the credits. He has said in times in the past he will never be for extending the credits. He even acknowledged that there were some of his members, probably from the more fragile districts, Republican-held districts, that wanted to extend the credits, and he said it just was not to be. Johnson said it just was not to be. Well, tell that to an American family that's got to pay $500 to $1,000 more a month for their health care. It's just not to be. It's only just not to be because Johnson doesn't want it to be. And too many of his people are like that. Republicans are the ones in charge. They are the only impediment to extending the ACA tax credits and lowering costs for Americans. So this was not just not meant to be. This is a choice that Johnson and the Republicans have made. When these tax credits expire and premiums spike, people will lose insurance, people will get sick, some will die, and many of them will go broke along the way. When it comes to health care, the damage has been done. After January 1st, it's very hard to put that toothpaste back in the tube, and Americans will know when health care dies, it was the Republicans who did it. Senator.
Well, I want to thank